Rome's very tall. Langobardia feels wider than tall at the moment. Yeah, we are huge. Like, blobby. Not very well populated, but lots of land. Alright, have my provinces started getting loyal yet? Yes! 0.01. Huzzah, that's an improvement. That's still going down. That's still going down. All of these guys, well, most of these guys are going up. Am I still suffering from more exhaustion? Nope. Do you still have that debuff? Nope. So why am I losing so much loyalty? It really is the happiness of the freemen and the citizens. How many have you converted now? 78 pops have been converted. He is regarded as a skilled purveyor of the Langobardian values. In other words, he's a proper dwarf, with a great big bushy beard. Have I heard the good news about regional armies? No. Import some goods that raise happiness. I have been. One of 2 places that have access to gold is this one. In the midst of the fallow season, Theodora Marcolus, one of the most esteemed governors, held a vast and lavish party from his summer palace in Anarchia. You are the governor of Dacia, which is the new place. Ah. Yeah, you can pay money to the city. And then we get a free granary. I'm okay with that. Ah, a new omen. Definitely need the unrest reduction. I need these provinces to start getting loyal. They're still saying no, although it does take a month to recalculate. So let's recalculate this and then see what happens. Wait, armies... Wait, what now? If you assign an army to a region... Just any? Also, Sigvald is not very good at improving loyalty. Because his own loyalty is very much in question. Bribing you as a governor I don't think is a great idea. You're also deceitful. I think I just need to straight up replace you. Though you do have the unrest reduction. Open an army. There's a button to find. Army has been opened. I'm guessing it's this. An army without a leader can be assigned to a region, but not leave the region while assigned. Under Limonovia. Oh! Okay, let's fire your ass. Interesting. Okay, and I'm going to add some more troops to that army. And they're in a pretty good supply limit location right now. And in fact, their supply, their light infantry, they're not going to use a lot. Cool. Only works for non-capital regions, super good button. Yeah, that certainly seems that way. Oh, we've had some more people following. Where did I get to last time? Carabinu, Vimle, Arkari, Kalaquened, and Mike O'Reilly. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Thank everyone who showed me how to use that one today. That's going to be useful. Oh, I see. And the governor takes command of that army. So if you have a low loyalty governor, then that could make him a lot more dangerous. Which is, I guess, when the provincial revolts become a problem. If that governor revolts with them. So I probably should bribe him. Yeah, I'm going to bribe him, just in case. I did mean to continue, I just wanted to see how much we gain. 0.03. 0.13. Do different unit types matter? Because I'm fairly sure that all of my other provinces are pretty loyal. It is just that one. Yeah, everyone else seems pretty chill. Although, if I get rid of the blessing, which is the unrest blessing, then maybe we'll suffer some problems. Sell livestock. That was a double choice for that. And now I'm actually getting positive manpower for the first time in a while. So hopefully we can actually just keep on adding to that army. You can turn the button off whenever you want, like for a war, and use the army normally. While the button is active, you can't move the army out of the region, but it still can move and fight in that region. And also, it doesn't build loyalty with your regular commanders. So I guess that would technically be the downside. So it really is like a garrison force. Okay, that's useful. I like that. So you could use it to fight rebels, or you could use it to fight barbarians. Cool. Good to know. Thank you. Is Vercingetorix a thing in the game? Like Marshall says, it'll be later. Because he was the rival, or the nemesis for Julius Caesar, wasn't he? The Gallic leader. Varnia wants access. You can. Petition. Wealthier residents of Gothinia have sent a formal petition on behalf of the entire province, complaining about the harsh ways of the governor. So the whole place gets +1 unrest, or he loses loyalty. Follow the rules, or get replaced. In fact, if I did replace your ass, who would I do it with? Port defense, unrest reduction. It would have to be this guy. Because you are also technically an unrest reduction person. Yeah. Bohemia's loyalty person died. You have very low loyalty. You stand for justice and stuff. And my researchers have been dying. I would like... I don't want my 46 corruption general, thanks. He can go somewhere else. Level 8, 0 corruption, 80 loyalty. Theodogace, welcome to the team. No improvements, no improvements. Like, our government is pretty good. I'm very happy with that, especially having a level 14 in charge of citizen happiness. Like, that's why I'm a little bit surprised that we haven't had it a bit easier. Yes, I will accept that. I'm also going to recruit some more skirmishers. Positive, 0.08. Okay, that's a huge difference. Huge difference. I wish I'd known about that a while ago. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This game looks way better than the old school Caesar series. It's a very different game to Caesar, though. If you want a game more similar to Caesar, I can highly recommend Anno 1800. Anno has a lot more in common. Caesar was a good series, though. I enjoyed that. Rome never fully conquered Gaul. There was one little tribe which never surrendered. This is made clear by the historians Goscinny and Uderzo. The proof is unbreakable. Yeah, the proof is so good that they even have pictures. Bootrick, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Seen Jake play a lot of Caesar, never enjoyed it. That's too bad. It is a really good game. I don't know how well it's aged. That's one thing I will say. And if I wanted to play a Caesar-like game, I would do Anno 1800, which I really like now. It hasn't aged well. I somehow suspected it wouldn't. I mean, it was already a little bit finicky when it first released. I don't think that would have held well against modern standards. I feel like we could build some more granaries. I must expand the population even further. And we have loads of civic power again, so I feel like we ought to be moving some slaves to Agrondumia. Agrondumia is now a 10, so we can go to Tolitum. No, we can't, because the religion's wrong. Now it's not. And we will need to wait another year before we can go for Migratory or Voconis. I don't really want to keep on moving the slaves out that way. This is actually a country, so I can't move into those territories, which is very disappointing. And I would really like to get into these territories, but we are still waiting for... Actually, we could totally get to Garina. Now we will need to wait again. Neither Caesar nor Pharaoh aged well. I never tried Pharaoh, but I really liked Caesar. I bought Caesar when I was in America, and it was my first time that I ever came across the American tax system. You know, where they display the price and then add on tax afterwards. Having grown up in Britain, I've never come across that before. So I had like the exact change, went up to the till, and was like, here you go, here's the money for it. And they were like, that's like $5 more. But it says on the box, yeah, but there's tax. What? Why would you hide that? So I think Dad coughed up a few extra dollars and got it. It's so strange seeing me with more than 200 manpower. Well, I am spending it as fast as I can, improving the size of this army so I can get more loyalty. They hide it to get more sales. I'm not surprised. And also because the tax rate changes state to state, and it's less admin, apparently, or something like that. Or at least that's their official reason. You're trying to import grain. Now, do we have anywhere that is not currently importing grain? Where is this from? Baluconia. I don't know where that is. Oh no, Costa Botia. Carnotia, Costa Botia is this guy. All of my provinces, with the exception of Naristia, have grain. Well, in that case, you can export it to Naristia. Oh no, there's two of them. You can send it to Boia, that place. More population growth. Move to Amaria. Colonize. Swabian Chustic. Boom. So even though I was saying I wouldn't try to expand too much more, we're still expanding more. It's too tempting not to. 811 population now. How much manpower does Rome have? 7,000. They generate 1,300 a month. Okay, so we have a ways to go yet to match that. With my 285 a month. Oh, they have a stance thing. Bellicose stance. War score cost -20. Fabricate claim cost -20. Opinion of neighbours -20. Opinion with others within diplomatic range -10. We haven't unlocked stances yet, unfortunately. How far away technologies am I? Still a long way, but our research is improving. We're still only at 38%, so we could probably do with more promotions. Although, no, we could do with more promotions. So let's have a look. We can promote Pops from Freeman to Citizen. And we want to do it in the Imperator area. Because we have gold here, which means our citizens are happier. I think that's all of them. Then the other one, of course, is up here where the gold mine is, but I'm not going to do that until we've actually got those provinces loyal. Otherwise, it's basically just wasting those citizens. You want to import stone. That's totally fine. How's my income? Massively in favour of commerce, so I really do need to change my bloody laws, but I can't because you're still alive somehow. 75 years old. You're the same age as my boss. What was that? Unmarried ruler. If your ruler is not married, other characters in your ruler's family will get married. Okay. So basically what you're saying is life goes on. Wait, taxes change on a county-to-county basis? Okay, that's mental. State has no sales tax. It's super nice just to walk through and know exactly what you're paying. Yeah, that would be good. I think as a streamer in America, you can also write down video games as expenses and therefore get your tax money back. I think you can do that anywhere. It is a business expense. You can do that here too. Definitely becoming fairly large now, so world conquest? I don't like doing world conquests. I find them boring. Beyond a certain point, I'm just like, it's too easy. It even changes city to city. America's weird. I don't know if anyone's told you, but America is weird. With no warfare to focus their efforts, some of the tribesmen started becoming unruly and they are causing chaos in Kalamantia. War Chief Dorgirdas Liliwaig has suggested dispersing the troublemakers in one way or another, hoping for the trouble to eventually die off if they're not gathered in one place. So I can lose stability and one city gets unrest reduction. I lose 5 centralization. Or we disperse and spend 25 military power, which is spent on almost nothing else in the game. That one. Livestock, yeah, you can do that. Right, how are we doing? Wait. Why can I export one of the precious metals? Oh, because I would lose my surplus, I guess. No, I want the surplus. We're going to keep it. But I'm buying it in. I shouldn't be able to trade that away. Unless it just automatically changes where I'm exporting it to. Oh, Imperator is producing an extra. So where's the one I'm buying in? I changed where I'm buying it. I moved that one up to here. We're good. I get what's happening. So what is the capital surplus bonus? Citizen promotion cost is reduced by 10%. Considering I'm a tribe, that's very good, because we already have a plus 50% penalty to promoting citizens. Which is one of the reasons I haven't been doing it for very much. But I really need to start doing some more, because we are dangerously falling behind in tech now, I'd say. Are you the army? No. Are you the army? Yes. How's the provincial thingy-majiggies going? They're going. I think I want to add some more troops to you, though. Let's go and bring in some more skirmishers. Like so. Weird. That term feels way too tame. You can go to a store and the tax is only 2%, go 2 buildings down to 8%, then 3 more buildings down have no sales tax. Okay. You're really selling me on this whole idea of changeable sales taxes here. I am a tribe. Technically, I'm a tribe of dwarves. Now, Rugia, has our truce ended yet? Yes. And how are you saying I have no CB? I have a CB, it says right there. First of all, I want you to back off. So let's just double check where we can station you. Do we have anywhere with a supply limit of like 20? Other than Rugia. There's an 18. We'll leave you there. Then we have the two 17s, which we're going to have next to each other here. So we can hit you with 30,000 men in one go. So I do need to have another claim. This claim is apparently not good enough. Did he die? Did he... Seriously? Oh, he did! Oh, fantastic. Let's change the law. I was going to change this. Okay, this could completely tank my economy. Although it's already being tanked because we have an army which we're now paying for, which we don't need. Okay, let's do this. Oh, I see. You can only do it if you have precious metals. Interesting. This is also going to flip 2 of my clan chiefs to dangerously disloyal. So I sense bribery in the near future. But yeah. We have gold. We have loads of it. I mean, not loads. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. And you need to be bribed. You need to be bribed. Glad to hear that we are able to do business with each other here. That's also going to tank my manpower gain. So which army... There it is. Is costing me a small fortune. I'm going to get rid of you. So my ruler outlived you. He's 76. No, 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 no. They have a CB on me, not the other way around. I mean, maybe. Oh, yeah. I have a CB on fake Langobards. Okay, so I do need to get a CB on you, which is going to cost me 224. So we will need to wait a little while until that can be done. Sorry, I used the wrong terminology there. Of course I would never bribe someone. I'm simply giving them financial incentives. Call it a bonus if you like. Not trying to brag, but in Germany we have the Mehrwertsteuer. It's the same for everyone, for every store. There are 2 tax grades, 7 and 19%. It's simple, everyone pays it, and the prices are including taxes. You also get the breakdown of taxes applied in the receipt you get. In Britain it's even cheaper. There's VAT, which is 20% on everything. And it's always 20%. Which is value-added tax, by the way. Bauto Gundrid has sent word he's fallen ill. That's unfortunate. Hello, barbarians. You on the way? Yeah. Alright, so how much are you contributing to the peace and prosperity of Rugia at this point? I don't know. Oh, I see. So that reduces unrest by 0.24. Which does even everything else out. Okay, I get you. That's so useful. I didn't think it would have that big an effect, but apparently it does. Oh, I didn't say 20% is cheaper, it's just easier. Because everything is the same tax. And also everything is displayed as the actual price you pay. By law. Harsh treatment and high numbers have led to the slaves of Vakret to rise against their masters. This rebellion will be crushed! But as soon as I find out where it is, it's the same place. And it's not even in the city, which is just slaves. It's next door. Where's the army I sent over here? Oh, that was you. Right. Hakon, you go deal with that. This will cost me some of my manpower, but so be it. Well, it's not about my country's better than yours, it's just they are different. Do you know the X hockey? Anytime you get a pop-up, press X. Okay. I will test that next time I get a pop-up. I'm guessing not here. The fall of Kariala to rebel slaves. So that one again. No. We will fight to the end. We will fight to defend oppression. We will fight to take all of the slaves. We will fight in the woods and in the plains. We will never surrender. X does nothing on that pop-up. Wait, that was barbarians. Barbarians are running... Coretta. Oh, there we go. There's the display. Slave revolt defeated. So I'm going to show leniency because we get 7 slaves. Boop.